Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have heard your wishes, and like the professional that I am, as the professional that I am here to preach the good news. So you watch my videos and you want to learn how to save, but we know there's no money to save, much more to invest. But don't worry, welcome to Side Hustle 101. I'm your lecturer today, Professor Leo AZ, and today is going to be a very long session. So make sure you grab your cup of tea, get your notebook, make sure you grab those things, and make sure to watch to the very end of this video. So let's get straight into the video. Roll the intro. Okay, so the first thing I want you guys to do right now is to watch this video and this video right here. It's a beginner's guide to investing, especially if you have no cash on hand. I'll leave the link in the description. If you're done watching those videos, you can continue. Okay, so you need cash to start investing, and one sure way to do that is to start a side hustle, but you're unsure of what side hustle to start. I'm not really sure if anyone has done this yet, but I'm just going to assume all credits to this idea goes to me, your professor, Leo AZ. And that's starting up a Wi-Fi side hustle, especially if you're a student in the university. You don't necessarily need to be a student to make this side hustle work. If you're not, just take the principles behind the idea and apply it to whatever position you might be in. So in this video, I'm going to go over everything, what exactly the side hustle is, the costs involved, the numbers behind it, tips, and how to make the side hustle profitable. Okay, so let's start with what the side hustle is about exactly. So basically, you are just providing Wi-Fi connectivity to people and you get paid for that. So someone is definitely watching this video right now, like, are you serious, bro? Relax, let's break it down. I don't know if you guys will know this, but universities actually have Wi-Fi that students can actually connect to, but I happen to be off campus. I'm in an off-campus hostel, so I don't really get to use that school Wi-Fi as much as I would like to.
Wait a damn minute.
On average, Ghanaian students spend about, and I kid you not, 10 cedis to 50 cedis on data packages. If you don't believe me, just ask your friend how much he spends on credit. No, scrap that. How much do you spend on credit? I'm confronting you right now. How much do you spend on credit? Believe me now. In fact, data packages is one of the biggest expenses among Ghanaian students, apart from food and clothing. Look and blame us. Almost everything right now involves the use of data. I know for a fact that almost everything I do involves data. Even uploading this video right here on YouTube required the use of data. So you should know right there that there's a market available for this side hustle. Okay, so here's what you need. One, Wi-Fi router. And that's it. But there's also a need for you to be in a hostel. There's a lot of options when it comes to choosing a Wi-Fi router. There's MTN TableNet, Vodafone Wi-Fi, Busy, Selfline, Ghana Wi-Fi. There's a whole lot of Wi-Fi routers out there. You just need to make sure you choose one with high internet speed and connectivity. Once you pick up a Wi-Fi router, make sure to set it up in a hostel at a place where anyone, and I mean anyone, can connect to it with ease. Depending on the hostel that you are in and the type of Wi-Fi router that you get, you might have to discuss with the porter of your hostel before you're allowed to set up the Wi-Fi router. Better if you get a Wi-Fi router with an internal antenna. That way the porter doesn't have anything against you, and it will be much easier for them to agree with you setting up a Wi-Fi router in the hostel. If they don't allow you, you can just compensate them. Just kidding.
What did he say?
Most Wi-Fi routers have a maximum user connectivity of 32. So you shift into marketing zone and you market the product to the people in your hostel and have them pay for the service. Some people might be hesitant, so make sure you drive a hard bargain. Limited Wi-Fi access at a cheap price. Who can say no to that? Okay, so let's talk about the cost, the numbers, the shimoni. After all, that's all we've been waiting for. It's like I said before, we actually need a router to make the side hustle work. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to talk about the MTN TableNet router. You can use any router of your choice, but that's what you are going to use. Okay, so the last time I checked, the price of the MTN TableNet was 499 Ghana cedis, so almost 500 Ghana cedis. And for this Wi-Fi side hustle, and the service we are providing is unlimited Wi-Fi service. The price of that range is depending on the speed per second you go for. Let's say we are to go for 2 megabytes per second. That currently is around 593 Ghana cedis a month. So from that, our initial cost is 1,092 Ghana cedis. Now for the total number of people who can connect to the Wi-Fi service, it's 32 people, but let's just say you are able to get 20 people through your marketing skills. So let's say the total users you got were 20 people. Okay, so let's say each person was to pay 50 Ghana cedis a month. I'm not saying that's the amount you should charge, depending on, we're just using it as the example for this video. Let's break it down. If each person was to pay 50 cedis a month, that would be 12 cedis, 50 pesos a week. And if you guys remember the analysis I made earlier in this video, I said you spend anywhere from 10 cedis to 50 cedis on data packages. So that would be on the lower side of the spectrum when it comes to this. So depending on how good or how much profit you want to make, you could increase the amount of money each person is to pay. If each person was to pay 50 cedis and you have a total number of 20 people, that will bring your total revenue to 1,000 Ghana cedis. Remember, I said total revenue, not profit. Okay, so after the first month, when you subtract your cost from the revenue, we end up with a P&L of negative 92. So that's a loss of 92 Ghana cedis. And I know some people won't agree adding the router to our cost, but it is something that we incurred, so it makes sense that we find out how long it takes for us to pay it off. And judging from our calculations, it takes the first month to pay off our router, even though we end up with a loss of 92 Ghana cedis. Okay, so let's say we're to be in school for 3 months. That means the first month we made a loss of 92 Ghana cedis. So for the second month, we don't have to pay for the router anymore since it's already paid off. Okay, so the only cost we do have is the unlimited Wi-Fi service, and that's just 593 Ghana cedis a month. And our revenue too remains the same, 1,000 Ghana cedis. That is, if we were to say the total number of users remains the same and they were to pay the same amount of money each month, that's 50 Ghana cedis. So when we subtract our costs from our revenue, we are left with a profit this time of 407 Ghana cedis. But remember, we still have a loss of 92 Ghana cedis from the first month. So after subtracting that from our revenue, our new profit is 315 Ghana cedis after the second month has ended. Now the third and final month, the router is still paid off, so the only cost is still the unlimited Wi-Fi service, which is still 593 Ghana cedis for the month. The revenue still remains the same at 1,000 Ghana cedis. Okay, so after subtracting our cost from our revenue, we are left with a profit of 407 Ghana cedis again. But remember, we had a profit of 315 Ghana cedis from the second month. So that brings our new profit to 722 Ghana cedis after the end of the third and final month. So you're able to make 722 Ghana cedis just after 3 months from just this side hustle. And that might not seem like a lot of money, but think about it. That's a 288.8% increase in return just after 3 months. You're supposed to make that return each year, bro. I'll be richer than Bill Gates, so that's really great. And guess what? You can use your profits to reinvest back into the side hustle and get more routers in different hostels. Maybe pay a friend a commission to monitor it for you. And guess what? The rest is just sweet profit. And not to add, that's for unlimited Wi-Fi services. Let's say you're doing for fixed bundle. Right now, 231 gig is 250 Ghana cedis. As if people in school want to be able to use 231 gig in just a month, so you could go for fixed bundle, and that would just reduce your cost overhead. Just saying, something to think about. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's all upside to this side hustle. There's definitely some drawbacks. One, actually getting people to join. Not everyone is going to be skeptical about joining this side hustle of yours. So one tip I'll leave you guys is to make sure that you actually have demand for the product before you even begin researching into it or even think about investing some money into this side hustle. You can ask around your hostel to see if people are actually interested in this service of yours. Explain to them the benefits they'll be gaining from this side hustle. And that's simple. Unlimited Wi-Fi access at an affordable price and also fast internet speed and connectivity. 2. Password and security problems. Another drawback to the side hustle is that it's a bit complicated and difficult to know those who are paid and actually connected to the Wi-Fi platform. What shows if you tell the password to one of your paid clients, they won't spread out the word. Although you can block people from connecting to your Wi-Fi services, it's good to have a plan in place just to differentiate those who have paid from those who haven't paid, and how to connect those who have paid to the Wi-Fi platform without actually adding up anyone who hasn't paid to the Wi-Fi platform. Something to think about. 3. The initial cost. 750 guys, it might not be the biggest amount ever, but still it's something small. So from the numbers, you guys should know that this side hustle isn't something that you can start up if you don't have anything available. You need some amount of money to start up with this side hustle. 4. Connectivity. For some Wi-Fi routers, even if only three people connect to it, it starts to become slow and inefficient. So make sure you get a proper and efficient Wi-Fi router and set it up at a location where anyone can connect to it with ease. After all, it's a service that you are providing to people. So the better the quality, the higher the amount people can pay for it, and the lower the quality, even sure people will want to pay for a low quality service. Another thing to think about. So that's it for today's lecture. Honestly, I believe if done correctly, this side hustle is one that can really make you a lot of money. So there you go, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Is this something we try? And are there any other side hustles that you guys have in mind? Leave it down in the comment section. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and share the video to every single person. Follow me on Instagram at AOKHagan and DM me any questions you might have and what you want to see in my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you got some value out of this video. Have a wonderful rest of your week and check out my other videos. Peace.